I'm Callie with Adventure Rig, and today I'm talking shoes. These are the women's Sense Ride by Salomon, and I have a lot of great things to say about these shoes. Tyson and I recently got back from a Europe trip, and when we were starting out packing for that trip, we each wanted a pair of shoes that we could take for the trip and use for absolutely everything. That's where the Sense Ride comes in. These are versatile, comfortable, and perfect for any adventure. One thing that I really like about the Sense Ride is that they're light, but they're still very comfortable, and they can adapt to a lot of different terrain. Now, me personally, if I'm hiking a 14er, I like a light hiker. I like something that's a little bit lighter. I like the versatility, and that is exactly what the Sense Ride is. Now, when we were planning our Europe trip, we weren't really sure. We didn't have many plans, but we knew we wanted to do some hiking, maybe some trail running, and also we knew we'd be exploring cities and doing a ton of walking. That's where these come in. There's a lot of good cushioning in the heel, so that makes for a very comfortable shoe no matter what terrain you're on, whether it's on cobblestone in a city center or rocks up high above tree line. As you can see, the tread of the Sense Ride is not super aggressive, yet I found it to be a happy medium. It also is nice because it adapts well on wet terrain, so if you're walking over wet rocks or anything like that, it's not going to be super slippery, it's going to be nice and grippy. Another thing, sounds silly, but I wanted these shoes to look good. I didn't want to look like I was out there on a trail run every day. I wanted to be able to wear these with pants, wear them around town, and dress them up a little bit. I feel like with the Sense Ride, they definitely look like a cute athleisure shoe. You can definitely get away with that. They also have a lot of really cute colors, so be sure to check out all their options online. Like I said, they're a nice looking shoe, yet they still perform really well no matter the terrain. With these, I had zero break-in period, and literally the first time I wore them was on the plane to Europe through the airports. I will say, I feel like there was maybe a little bit of a break-in period up here on my toes. There was a little bit of pain there at first, but by the time we started our trip getting off that airplane, I feel like these were ready to go, and I didn't feel a single thing after that. So that was awesome. Pretty much the first day off the plane, we landed in London at 7:30 a.m. and we ended up walking about 8 to 9 miles that day, and they were money. I really had no pain. Also, that goes without saying, the cushioning is gonna keep your foot comfortable and supported throughout an entire day of walking. As far as breathability goes, I feel like there's a lot of great breathability in these shoes. You can see the mesh paneling along the sides and on the top. They're not an overly cool shoe, meaning that if you have to wear them in colder temps, they're not gonna be freezing cold. They're a happy medium when it comes to temperature. Another thing that I find adds to the comfort of the Sense Ride is this sock liner. It's not a full sock liner, so it doesn't come up way up here, but it's about a midway. It really helps grab your foot, even if you're walking around with these totally loose. It still feels like the shoe fits and it's not gonna fall off. On that note, I feel like I was a bit skeptical of this lace system. However, I've grown to really like it. It's fast, it's easy, and it makes for a perfect fit every single time, no matter what. It really helps to hug the foot, bring in the sides of the shoe, and make it fit. As you can see, this plastic cinch just cinches down to the preferred location. You have a nice tight fit on your foot, and you can stick this plastic piece and the handle right up in this little garage. So again, really sticking to that sleek, minimal design. It's not gonna get in your way if you're running, hiking, no matter what you're doing, your laces are not coming apart. One thing that I find extremely important to mention with the Sense Ride is the sizing. I am generally a size 8, sometimes a size 8.5. With the Sense Ride, I went all the way down to 7.5, which rarely ever happens for me. So I would definitely suggest going to your local gear shop and trying these on before you order them online. Wherever you happen to get your gear, make sure you try these on, because I felt like the sizing was a bit off on these. With that, I tried on some different Salomon shoes, different models. And again, I was anywhere from a 7.5 to an 8.5 in those different models. So if you're looking at any Salomon shoes, I would highly recommend going and trying them on. Again, if you're looking for an awesome do-everything shoe, whether it's trail running, hiking, exploring cities, you are gonna be happy with the women's Sense Ride by Salomon. The cushioning is key to keeping your feet happy all day long, no matter how many miles you're putting on. I can say that after all the miles I put on, these are my go-to shoe. Be sure to check out Tyson's review of his Salomon shoes that he took to Europe. Also, if you're wondering what we're up to or where we are, check us out on Instagram and Facebook. And if you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments section below and we'll get back to you. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm Callie with Adventure Rig.